Speaking of Brad, here's a question from Linda for you, Brad Lawler, who writes in. She says she's had a home inspection on the home she's selling, and the inspector wrote up cosmetic things like chips in a bathtub. So she's wondering, are you supposed to write those things up? Are some home inspectors a little too zealous in what they're sending the buyer as a report, Brad?
So cosmetic items are outside our standards of practice. So all home inspectors in Kentucky and in Indiana are licensed. We have to follow one of two standards. We have to follow either the American Society of Home Inspectors, the ASHI standards, like my company does, or the InterNACHI standards. Truth be told, they're nearly identical. But in both of them, we are looking for the functionality of systems. We are looking for what they call material defects. And those are things that are going to cost $1,000 or more to fix. We're looking for safety items. So cosmetic items like, chips in a bathtub surface, worn out carpet, nail pops, in a wall. Those are all considered cosmetic items. We, as a home inspector, we shouldn't be writing those up because it's outside of our standards. Now, oftentimes agents want things done. An agent, of course, as far as a repair request goes, they can make any request that they want. And so I know that, a lot of agents use our home team report and they'll add things like there's an agreement upon, having hardwood floors refinished or having, carpets replaced. While that's not part of the home inspection, it would be considered cosmetic. The agent may have added those things because they want those items repaired. And it may be that, chip bathtub was something that was put in there by the agent. If the home inspector put in there, I don't know why they would, be writing up a cosmetic item, but I have seen cosmetic items go on repair request lists that the home inspector didn't actually, put in there. That was the request of the agent and the buyers.
And Cora can, again, from a real estate point, the seller can ignore any of the requested items. And then if it's something of structural or safety, the buyer could back out and they get their good faith money back. But Cora, if it's something cosmetic in a repair request and the seller doesn't want to do it, can the buyer still get back out and get their good faith money back since it's something that's not necessarily germane to a repair request?
It depends. If they reserve their right, under 10B2 for at least the GLAR residential sales contract that, most of our board members will be utilizing there, and you're within that first line of 10B2, then yes, they could, because you can terminate for any reason whatsoever. You're given that first out, that first look, if you will. But beyond that, of course, that's a different conversation if you don't have that right to terminate reserved appropriately as a contingency. But largely, I think most of us are trained not to ask for those, minor cosmetic defects. Really, the repair requests are reserved for safety issues, just like Brad was talking about, real deficiencies with the home, material defects, things of that nature.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. But remember, you turn anything down and the buyer can walk away, and they can still walk away even if they don't submit a request, which is just a little unusual. We need to change that, I think, in my mind. Right. We're out of time. My thanks to Cora Henderson, Pitt and Frank Attorneys, LLC. They do a great job of getting your loan closed. Very thorough, accurate. You want to reach out to Cora and her team at 895-9900. If you're thinking of selling your home, you might want a pre-inspection, or if you're buying a home, I can highly recommend Home Team Inspection Service. And if you're got a problem with maybe some gnats or flies or anything of that nature, you can call Brad as well for team bug outs services. You can reach them, both of those services, at 844-411-TEAM. And if you're thinking of selling your home now or in the future, I would love to help you. No home too big, no home too small. All you need to do is give me a call. Oh, that almost rhymes, and I got to make a commercial out of that. Anyway, you can give me a call at 376-5483. It's free, no obligation. Or go to bobsellslouisville.com, fill out the form. And if you want to complete computer analysis almost immediately, free of charge, go to WeSellLouisville.com, go to the top of the page, fill out the info, and you will get a report immediately. Folks, thank you for being here today. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Y'all have a blessed Sunday.
Yep, you too. Thanks, Brad. Be good. Take care, everybody. See you next Sunday right here on News Radio 840 WHAS.